You know, I think one of the least expensive things that you can do to change the look of your home is a fresh coat of paint. It really makes a big difference. And you know, right now in the doldrums of winter, this is a great time to really get that project going. So, but it has to be done right? If it's sloppy, then it can kind of mess things up. So I always recommend starting with, all the paint companies have great brochures. Yes, they have these huge boards of colors, but if we're not used to picking colors and we're not professionals, I kind of always start here because this is where the best-selling and the most popular colors are. So first thing, there's always kind of funny stuff. This is the color handbook from Ben Moore. I don't remember what I was doing there. So, and it talks about setting the mood and evaluating the space. And it does have some good points. Some of it's kind of a little bit goofy, but not a bad read. And then when you go, so off-whites, if you want to play it safe, they have the best off-whites, and they have them in combos. That's the important things. You have trims and you have wall colors. So you're safe. You know that a professional color expert has picked those colors for you. And even if you want to go a little one way or the other, at least you have a base to start on. Then you can go to the color board. This one right here, this is their favorites. This is their best-selling colors of all time. So that's not a bad, that's 95 colors that are the top selling, the top used colors. We have interior combinations if you want to be a little more bold, and you'll see, so you get some depth in some of the colors. But at least now when you see those little groups, you can go, no, somebody expert looked at that. And more important, the 2025 color trend. I know. You've been waiting for this, I know it. And it's kind of terrifying, quite honestly, because they're calling it something else, but it looks like mauve to me. I think that's a push. I'm against this, all right? I'm not ready for mauve to come back. All right, so let's get down to the paint, and let's get down to your house. What is your house like? Does it look like there's been a bar fight let's say you're doing a bedroom. Has there been a bar fight in there? So on the walls, if the surface is rough or has, it's just worn out, get flat. Flat hides the most, all right? So it will hide more imperfections than anything. So stick with flat. If the walls are in good shape, you can use a matte finish that just adds a little bit of depth and a little bit, not much of a sheen, but there's a richness to the color that you don't get with flat. But the more that you go up in a sheen color, the more the imperfections are going to show. So some people will use eggshell on the walls, and that's great, but the walls need to be good because there's a little bit of sheen, like an egg, that can show those imperfections. Same thing with the trim. The trim, if it's all beat up, I would use satin in a trim, and then semi-gloss if it's in pretty good shape. So make sure you use the very best rollers and brushes. Take your time, do the prep, fill the holes, stand out the rough spots, and I'm telling you what, for not very much money, you will make a big impact on your home.